Morning everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. Apologies for the delay. Trying to set up with the umbrella above me for a change just so I can stay dry. We are on 10 left arrivals. We are ground level. Just because I'm using the umbrella. Don't want to be climbing on the roof of a van with an umbrella. I have done it before actually, but yeah. Sound and vision good, thank you very much. Morning to Adrian, Graham, Kiarka, Johnny Coffey, Greg Mel, Sarah Jane, alias John McGoldrick. So because I have the umbrella up, I have used the bigger microphone, the dynamic one. It may pick up a little bit more road noise. I can adjust, let me know if I need to. Never be afraid to tell me there's something not right, because nothing annoys me more when I'm watching back and I hear either the sound breaking up from being too high or not high enough, you know, that kind of way. It does trigger me. So, Monday morning. I think it is Monday. Let's not do that again. Yeah, it is Monday. Welcome to a soggy Dublin Airport. Rain forecast for pretty much the entirety of the stream. We are never afraid to tell you. We do have, again, the umbrella up. It is going to generate a little bit of wobble from the wind hitting it.
7 left, 10 left, and 6.5 miles. Hello, summer 45 right, wind check 150 degrees, 9 knots, runway 10 left, clear to land.
As you can hear,
10 left, 15 miles.
Light enough winds, only 9 knots. Airport Moses worked his magic for himself yesterday, leaves us all out in the lurch.
Wind check 150 degrees, 9 knots.
Loud ATC. Fix that. Poor Sarah Jane. Only in this chat would you have to clarify that you don't mean something else. You know you're doing something right when. This is A320 Aer Lingus from Heathrow. Now, it will take me a few minutes just to get used to working around the umbrella, so do bear with me. Not the kind of Sheila bear, we don't want one of them, thank you. We will spend the least amount of time possible pointed into the rain that direction, if that's okay with you.
Up 15 Mike, ticket November 3, then right turn, taxiway November.
He says, like you were getting a choice. But anyway. Farmer. Looks like there's a clearance coming for me on radar. Please let it be so. Brian, morning to you. Lady Helen.
Ryanair 59, Fox on top of wind check 1503, 8 knots, runway 10 left, clear to land.
Sarah Jane says, I had a dream last night. A bear was in my sitting room and I escaped out the window. See, you probably shouldn't have kept your bird feeders in the sitting room. That's the problem. In advance, I am using an older tripod today, our very first one. This is the one that has the umbrella holder on it. Not as good as our main one, so don't expect miracles on smoothness. Not that there ever is anyway, but you know what I mean. Little bouncy bounce.
November 3, then left turn November.
From the south, Paul, clear weather, pushing up. Woohoo! Maryline, morning to you.
Ryanair 59, Fox Papa, taxi to Kilo and hold short intercept.
Well, the umbrella is doing its job currently, so I can't complain. I will though. Should clarify that. I'm very good at complaining. Delta 767-400. DL44 from JFK next. He might not be here to deploy it, but if someone could test John's superpower on the 76, that would be appreciated.
0 degrees 9 knots, runway 10 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 10 left, Delta 44.
So it wasn't the case, Adrian, the other day that I didn't have everyone added as moderators on StreamerBot. It was a case that when I imported all the actions, I never enabled them. I imported them from the old setup, but never enabled them in the new one. So.
Wind check 150 degrees 7 knots, 943.
No, that was wrong. There we go. John was having a brew in the chat.
Delta 44, making next flight, number 2, right turn on to November.
November 2, right turn on November
603, the wind is 160 degrees, 8 knots.
Maryline, thank you for 22 months in the Spotters Club. Does it feel that long? Does it really? And Sarah, thank you for 4 months in the Spotters Club. The mods have their powers back. They're going to be bonging and supering all over the place.
Contact 125, decimal 885, bye-bye.
125885, Delta 44.
Summit 603, wind check 160 degrees 9 knots.
I can't even. I want to turn to get the 7.6 on taxi, but unfortunately the umbrella pole is in the way. Umbrella even. BMW guy on this aircraft yesterday, I believe. EIDW in from Amsterdam, Aer Lingus 320. Brian Lynn, morning to you. And Vegas, hello. Swedish car spotter from Sweden, whichever you prefer. Welcome back.
3, vacation number 3, then right turn November.
Number 3, right November.
Unfortunately, yes, I believe so. The weather is meant to be like this all week. Just joining final, a buzz from Brussels. There is a Prater just over Navan as well. Praetor. In from Glasgow.
Shamrock 603, contact 125.885. Bye-bye.
I tell you, I'd probably prefer this kind of weather over... do I like the cold? No, not really. You know, once you have the proper gear in the rain, it doesn't make a difference. It's just a little bit more awkward to work everything. Have I already identified a problem? Possibly, we'll see. Alright, morning.
Hello, Ryanair 78 Tango Papa Island 10 left.
Hello, Ryanair 78 Tango Papa, wind check 160 degrees 9 knots, runway 10 left, clear to land.
10 left, 78 Tango Papa.
Adrian, yeah, no, I've always noticed that, Adrian. Everything runs down a lot quicker in the cold. So you can see the shake being caused by the umbrella, unfortunately, that further out on the zoom. Greg, yeah, thankfully I'm able to use the umbrella. It's not too windy. It's only around 9 or 10 knots. If it starts getting windier, I'll probably have to resort to the rain cover and take the umbrella down. But at the moment, we're good.
Number 3, right turn, taxi number Ryanair 3.
GK coach, morning to you. Yeah, no, Adrian, that doesn't go away, unfortunately. The wet weather worries are always there. Even today, the rain is heavier than it was on Friday's stream. So while I could use the rain cover, I was hemming and hawing as to how well it will hold up. Hence why I went through the nightmare trying to set up this camera on the older tripod with the umbrella. Farmer, no, this is the new one. It is set to manual focus though because of the gloom. But Sarah Jane, if it makes you feel any better, I am underneath my umbrella. ATR from Newcastle.
Dublin target day, Delta Bravo Papa Hotel X-ray, ILS, 10 left.
Delta Bravo Papa Hotel X-ray, hello, continue approach runway 10 left, wind check 140 degrees, 8 knots.
Continue approach.
Brian, thank you very much.
And Delta Hotel X-ray, where do you want us to vacate?
Delta Hotel X-ray, you wish you can vacate at November 4.
November 4, Delta Hotel X-ray.
So 37 vacate at November 3, and then left for November.
November 3, left turn left to November. So, yeah, thanks for that.
Gemstone 37 Echo taxi kilo and hold short link 7.
Taxi Kilo, hold short and accept. Gemstone 37 Echo.
Delta Bravo Papa Hotel X-ray, wind check 140 degrees, 8 knots, runway 10 left, clear to land.
10 left, clear to land, Delta Hotel X-ray.
This is the Praetor
37 Echo contact
from Glasgow.
125.885. Bye-bye.
Contact 125, decimal 885, Gemstone 37 Echo. Today.
Now, camera's telling me it's a little bit too bright, so I don't know whether that's any better, is it? Matt straight out. See, Julie, not a fair weather streamer. I think I lost that title long ago. Back in the early days when we didn't have proper covers, yeah, we abandoned every time it rained and we had to stop. Even after 20 minutes of a stream, when it rained, we'd have to stop. But no, we stream for hours in rain and storms now at this stage.
Hello, November 17 on runway 10 left, next course located.
November 7th, speed on to 10 left, let's do. One ticket, I think you want 7, thanks again for all.
Delta Bravo Papa Hotel X-ray, vacate right to November 4, right on taxiway November, full short of runway 16.
Again, for those that weren't here, I'm keeping the camera pointed this way as the rain is coming from behind me. Just in case you're wondering why. Yeah, Philip, the ATR registrations have always looked huge, obviously, because of the size of the let run on them, yes? Our next arrivals will be a Ryanair from Gatwick and an SAS from Stockholm. We also have the Icelandair 767 currently over between Mulla and Kells. We have a TAP Embraer from Lisbon. And Carrick, just to give you a 30-minute warning, there is a citation on the way. David says, "Why are you out in that header?" Because I've been taking liberties too much lately with the weather, haven't I really? Oh, I'm not going to make it because it's cold. I'm largely over it. Yeah. Ryanair just turning on to final 737-8 from Gatwick. There is an Air France A350 overhead. Not a hope with the cloud. You can tell how scaled back the Aer Lingus services are now. I think there's only 5 A330 arrivals today, 5 or 6. Yep, 5 A330 movements in total today. New York, Miami, Chicago, San Fran and Los Angeles. We should see Chicago and San Fran on stream. Sandra, morning.
Hello, Ryanair 47 Echo Whiskey, wind check 130 degrees 7 knots, runway 10 left, clear to land. 10 left, clear to land, transport 7 Echo Whiskey.
Tony, much appreciated. Said it before, by a person that was instructing us to stand out in the cold and rain, and they shouted at us, cold and wet is only a state of mind, you can get over it. Paul, morning to you. There's streamers there, look. Gone dark on me, sorry. So I need to keep the brightness slightly up, even though it's too bright on this side, it's not bright enough as we pan. So just adjusted it there. Paul, thank you for 16 months in the Spotters Club.
Ryanair 47 Echo Whiskey, contact 125.885. Bye-bye. Scandinavian 31 Bravo, wind check 130 degrees 8 knots, runway 10 left, clear to land. Left 10 land, Scandinavian 31 Bravo.
SAS from Stockholm. Brian, KC Rally and Planes. Hello. Lurking and working.
Scandinavian 31 Bravo, vacation November 3, and then left turn November. Okay, turn November 3 and left turn November.
The umbrella made a brief appearance there.
Hotel 416, hello, continue approach runway 10 left, wind check 130 degrees 8 knots.
Iceland Air 76.
31 Bravo, taxi November to Kilo and hold short of link 7. Remember to Kilo and hold short of link 7 and then AM 31 Bravo. Hotel 416, wind check 130 degrees 8 knots, runway 10 left. Scandinavian 31 Bravo, 125, 885, bye-bye. 15885, 7 a.m. Bye-bye.
Alan Lewis, morning to you. I do apologise for obviously pushing back the stream. I had two things. One was all the kids being dropped to school. Traffic was chaos because apparently children aren't allowed to get wet. Didn't know that. And obviously two, I was setting up with the other tripod. But yeah, I think I remember from about the age of 10 I might have been dropped to school maybe twice. Parents always insisted either walk or cycle, regardless of the weather. My own children are the same. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't have to go to school. I'm not getting up to bring you. But yeah. Pain in the orifice. The whole place grinds to a halt. Big dirty winglets on it.
For 16 Cape at November 3, then right turn, taxiway November. Okay, November 3, right turn, November, I hear 416. Hello, Foxtrot 1232, continue approach from the 10 left, wind check 130 degrees 9 knots.
Fair play, Sarah, for keeping it safe.
Foxtrot 1322, wind check 130 degrees 9 knots, only 10 left to Atlantic.
Land 10 left, advice continue to 2.
ICAO 416, contact frequency 125.885. Bye-bye. 25885, ICAO 416.
Round we go, where we stop. Tap Embraer from Lisbon.
Wind check 130 degrees 7.
Thank you, advice for land 322.
Sarah Jane, a post came up. I can't remember where I've seen it. Literally on Saturday. Was it the RSPCA or something had been contacted by a member of the public about an injured bird? Hooded crow, I think it was, or something, and they came out to help and they brought it to the rehab centre, so just have a look and see.
Foxtrot 1322, ticket at November 3, then right turn, taxiway November.
3 and then right turn to the other.
Airport, so 1322, contact 125.885. Thank you.
So, in the approach patterns now, we have a Ryanair from Newcastle, an ATR from Edinburgh, and a Citation from Edinburgh also. Adrian going to be disappearing into lurk mode soon, no problem. Little bird. I don't know whether we're going to be able to get him. No. If I change the focus, it'll ruin it for the planes. First rule of Stream Club: don't change the settings. Imagine Malta Airport 767. Oh, hang on. Two for.
Ryanair 79 Hotel Delta, wind check 130 degrees 8 knots, runway 10 left, clear to land.
So this is the Ryanair, operated by Malta Air, but still in Ryanair colours, because it couldn't get more complicated, from Newcastle. No, they're both the same. Two for one in the background.
Wind check 130 degrees 8 knots.
Good morning, Delta 3 on Foxtrot.
Delta 3 on Foxtrot, approach runway 10 left, wind check 130 degrees 9.
Any 410 left, that's okay.
Ryanair 79 Hotel Delta, Victor, November 3, then left turn November.
November 3, left turn. November, Ryanair 79 Hotel.
AA Dreamliner, 7 minutes out. This is our ATR from Edinburgh, and behind that will be the Praetor from Edinburgh as well.
Airline 10 left, 3 on Foxtrot.
Ryanair 79 Hotel Delta, taxi Kilo, hold short link 7. Ryanair 79 Hotel Delta.
The way one was higher
885. Bye-bye.
up was standing out, looked like Robin-esque. Adrian, I think that other one was just higher up the pecking order. I don't know how I get away with this, if I'm honest with you. You made the face, but it was still approved. I like it. Yes, yes, yes. Again, for those that weren't here at the beginning, I am on a different tripod today, one that holds the umbrella. It's not as smooth as our normal one, but it does the job in keeping the camera and me dry, so that's why we're using it. Radar still broke. They only maybe they have a replacement now. They only seem to use that one intermittently these days. Well, thank you.
Germany 373, continue approach to 10 left, wind check 130 degrees 9. Capstone 31, Foxtrot, second, contact 125, decimal 885. Bye-bye. This is Germany 373, wind check 130 degrees 9 knots, runway 10 left,
Scary. Morning to you. And Scalunable, welcome back. Paul, you're standing in that and bringing us our aviation fix. If anyone wants to complain, they can do. There'll always be one though. So this is the Praetor from Edinburgh. I like the way I say Praetor. You have to say it like that. It's the rules. Umbrella pole, sorry.
take November 3 and then left turn taxiway November.
It sounds like Dublin South. Exactly, yeah. AA 787-800 Dreamliner next from Philadelphia, and then an ATR from Southampton behind that.
It's Germany 373, it's Germany 373, contact 125, decimal 885, bye-bye.
American 722 on a 4-mile final runway.
Hello, American 722, wind set 203, station off, runway 10 left, clear to land.
Alright, runway 10 left, American.
Bolo, morning to you.
Control Mike, can you walk me to
Hello, downtown 319, continue approach, runway 10 left, expect 130 degrees north.
That's the airport, sir. Control Mike.
American 762, right turn onto taxiway November. Downtown 31 Mike, wind set 130 American 722, contact 125, decimal 885, bye-bye.
125.
Hello, Los Angeles, CX Kilo, continue approach, runway 10 left, wind check 130 degrees, 10 knots.
Thank you very much.
ATR from Southampton. JP Mac, congrats on your first month in the Spotters Club. Thank you very much.
Stone 31 Mike, keep up your speed, take November 3, left 90 kilo.
Excellent. November 3 and left turn.
Gemstone 31 Mike, taxi to Kilo, contact 125, decimal 885. Bye-bye.
Kilo and 125.
Lufthansa from Frankfurt.
Continue in 130 degrees on. Lufthansa 3 and 6, November 3
Spaniel, thank you very much. JP Mac, definitely been a lurker for longer than that, watching from All Black Country in New Zealand. Much appreciated. So, Mike, morning to you. I was talking about potentially doing a pop-up from Shannon tomorrow for this A380 arrival. However, latest info is possibly Wednesday now. One of the A380s, Lufthansa's, coming in to be painted in their 100-year anniversary livery. I will monitor and see what the story is though. Aer Lingus 321 Neo from Paris next. Again, looks like ribbons. Cheeky twofer.
November 4.
November 4, then Foxtrot out.
November 4, Fox out or something.
So that registration that Kiarka has posted, that's the registration I've seen posted on the Shannon Airport Spotters group on Facecloth. So I'm guessing that's the one. Yeah, Mike, it's about 200 kilometres or so, yep. I'll see what time it's scheduled to arrive at. The talk is now 11 AM on Wednesday. Like, it's a 2-hour drive just to get one plane, but how often does a 380 land in Ireland? So, let's see. Pat, morning to you. EI693, a 320 Aer Lingus from Dusseldorf. Little bit of hope as well, obviously. That new AA, is that a 100-year anniversary as well? The one that looks like it has the lightning down the side of it. When we get to our spring summer season, we should see the triples back in Dublin from AA. We can only hope we might see that during the summer. What is making that racket?
Continue approach wind 140 degrees 9 knots.
Yeah, both running, not sure well.
Bravo 69, clear for take November 3, yes for 9 November. Ryanair 31 Charlie Bravo, wind 140 degrees 9 knots, runway 10 left, clear to land.
Let's land 10 left, running 25 Charlie Bravo.
Sorry. Fighting a tripod and an umbrella at the same time. Ryanair from Nantes next. Carrick, no, I don't. I have one spot pinned on Google Maps that I was looking at. It looks like it has a height restriction on the entry, kind of halfway down the runway on the opposite side of the airfield. The little dirt road down to it, and then it has a height restriction bar and a kind of lay-by near a crash gate. That's kind of where I was going to aim for and use the roof of the van if possible.
We'll check 140 degrees on that.
Thought the A320 reverse sounded too good, yep.
Number 3 left, November 2, running after touch Bravo.
Remember, that shake's not me, that's the umbrella. Catching that little bit of wind.
Shamrock 124, wind 140 degrees 9 on runway 10 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 10 left, 124.
George, morning to you.
Ryanair 35 Charlie Bravo, can you make a right turn now, right turn to the number?
Right on the number, sorry, Ryanair, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen there's various different spots, Kerka. There's some you get moved from. That one I was talking about there, the reason I picked that, it's well away from everything and I don't think they'd mind me on the roof of the van. Apparently, they can get fierce defensive if you get too close to the fence down there, and I don't want to be causing any problems as a blow-in from Dublin, you know. Philip, chat soon. I was going to say, Farmer, still waiting on that clearance you promised me.
November 3 and turn right November.
If anything, Farmer, it looks like it's going to get worse. I used to park up at the end of runway 06. Matt, that's where the other crash gate is, isn't it? A bit of a narrow road to it. Yeah. Surely you mean the wind shear from Dublin. Yeah, I don't want to be upsetting the local spotters, rocking down and standing on the roof of the van. Two for to be had. Yvonne, good to see you. Hope you're well. Umbrella's starting to protest a little bit with the wind. See how much darker it's gotten this side?
We can do that.
Expedite please November 3, that's November. Ryanair 16 Alpha, continue approach, expect late landing clearance.
Late landing clearance, they're almost over the runway already. Ryanair from Kerry.
Ryanair 16 Alpha, wind 153 days now. Runway 10 left, here's 2 land.
Land, 10 left, Ryanair 10 Alpha.
Denver 6 Tramway 3, Kilo now, hold short 7, contact ground with start decimal 885. Kilo, hold short, no worries. Continue approach in 153 days now.
Dean, morning to you.
Ryanair 16 Alpha, thanks for that. Taxi box out of hold short now, opening 6.
Taxi box out of hold short 6, Ryanair 16 Alpha.
6 on Tampa with 150 degree date now, runway 1 to the left, 2 for now.
10 left.
Matt says, had to expedite off the runway at Weston over the weekend. Felt like Colin McRae. Yeah, normally we'd use the roof of the van on this side to get the height above the fence line, clear all that. But just using the umbrella, slightly more elevated than I am, it's already bad enough, even with only 9 knots of wind. So I opted against it.
Alarm 4 available?
Okay, alarm 4.
Franks, welcome. The gutter fella is finished, not as dirty as I thought. Ryanair from Gatwick and then Emirates from Dubai is behind that. Ringmaster says, currently teaching my daughter to drive. We were practicing around the airport yesterday. We passed this exact spot 10 times. How many times did you make her stop so you could watch a plane? That's the real question. Now just indicate and safely pull in here on the left so I can just do what you're told. Dad, is it normal to be doing 5 kilometers per hour in first gear along this road? Absolutely, absolutely. Well done. That's heavy rain down there. The end of the airport is disappearing. Thanks, farmer. Sorry, just adjusting the umbrella. Emirates from Dubai.
Emirates 161, wind 140 knots, runway 10 left, clear to land. Good land, 10 left.
Vegas, chat soon.
585, Ryanair 5.
Farmer gave me that little bit of hope. Just that little bit of hope. And took it away. Marioline, thank you for being here. Chat soon. Hope physio goes well. Big giant floof machine. Look at this. It's all floof. That is exactly the conditions when me and Will were sat at the overhead spot that made us say, I want to stream. Mostly him. Yeah.
Emirates 161, contact the ground, 125.885.
25885, and that's today.
Long hair, guitars and skateboards, Sandra. Skateboards are most important these days, apparently.
Hello, the first one, Tango 6 half hours, that's from there now. One Tango, number 1, taking wind 140 degrees north. Okay, continue on the first one, Tango.
I will have to limit my time pointing this way now. I can see the rain rapidly moving towards me and it's getting worse. So we'll be sticking the camera in this direction mostly.
Go on to a stop taking November 3, turn right, left.
Take it November 3, right November 37.
You can see visibility dropping. Vision thing. Hello. Long hair, guitars. You rang.
521 Tango, wind 150 degrees east, now from 10 left.
Tango, we will do that, and Tango.
I did threaten to loosen the wheels on his skateboard if he refused to come to Frankfurt with me, which he did. He called my bluff. He got the skateboard for Christmas. We've already been in A&E once with him. Thought he broke his wrist when he fell. Thankfully, he did not. Who knew children of this generation were made of paper mache? So I will probably easily get the touchdown and some of the rollout, but I don't think I'm going to be able to track it as long as I have been the other ones, just with the rain. We'll see. Aero braking from Ryanair. That's as far as I'm going to go, so we don't get water on the lens.
Okay, one Tango, vacation November 3, turn right November.
November 3, right turn November, and
Dublin Tower, good morning, French 749 Alpha 10 left.
I'm glad you keep him in the attic now.
49 Alpha Tower, good morning, wind 14037, 10 left, keep left. Boeing 10 left, keep left.
He got a temporary reprieve from the attic because I was putting all my antennas for ADSB and ATC up there, so
749 Alpha November 4, November 3.
he was just getting in the way with his sad little eyes and his mouth full of attic cotton candy. NetJets Challenger next from Northolt. You have a look at the arrival path, whatever star that is they're on at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4 aircraft. Aer Lingus, SAS, Aer Lingus, SAS, all on the star. Scannable. John Walton calls it crotch end. The word is creak, but this place is known as Crotch End for streaming purposes. Brian Cassidy, morning to you. Mate, hello. Hope you're well, mate. Rain very heavy behind me now, so pans will be limited. ERB, morning to you.
Function 749 Alpha, we take November 4, and then Function Outer Hotel 6.
So Aer Lingus from Berlin next, then SAS from Oslo. I could actually put on approach as well and listen to the instructions they're being given. They're all routing out over Navan, sort of around my house. Back in via Dunshaughlin. May, thank you for 19 months in the Spotters Club. Qatar time goes fast when you're having fun, doesn't it?
Function 749 Alpha, contact ground 125.885.
125.885, French 749 Alpha, thank you.
Orford, there was discussions last night about that on the Dublin group, and some said maintenance. However, at Amman Airport there's also a scrapping facility. Like, it's a fair distance to send an A320 for a C or a D check, especially at that age. I think it's 22 years old, isn't it?
Sorry, good morning. Scandinavian, 0 kilo, 1 left.
Contacting 60 Kilo, hello, continue approach for 150.
Okay, in touch. All available?
Absolutely.
This will be our SAS from Oslo.
Max 3 down, thanks for that, November 4, then 179, Hotel 266.
4 Fox out of Hotel Link, thank you so much, good stuff.
Scanvating 60 Kilo, wind 150 degree gauge, now runway 10 left, clear to land.
Set land, 1 to the left, sit Marianne, 60 Kilo.
Max 3 off, top of the ground, 125, decimal 885, bye-bye.
585, not 50 off, all the best.
Farmer and Graham promised me the rain was ending. They just made it worse. Brian, yeah, I'm not on the roof of the van today. I'm just on the little hill here that's on the side of the road, just because I have the umbrella up and I don't want to be Polly Poppins and end up airside unofficially when the umbrella takes off. So I'm at the entrance to the little construction site here on the north road beside the runway. Gives you that little bit of height, does help clear the fence line when you have a higher tripod. You can see the umbrella getting in the way now.
Canadian 60 Kilo, vacation November 3, turn left November Kilo.
November 3, then November Kilo.
No, Frank. Who asked that? Yeah, Frank's runway 16 closed until the 20th of March. Aer Lingus 320 next from Manchester.
Summer 205 with 150 degree time, on
What's your left clear time, John? 205.
Peter, how do?
25885.
25885.
Go streaming, they said. Yeah, this is. I'm gonna rename this channel actually. We'll call it Bad Life Choices. No, when I was looking at the forecast last night, I was preparing myself for rain for the whole stream, so that's why I opted for the umbrella. As good as the wet gear is. Standing for 4 or 5 hours in the rain. No wet gear will stop that chill. SAS from Copenhagen Net. There's already 2,345 channels with that name.
Crosswind 150 degrees, 10 knots, runway 10 left is now.
7 on the 10 left, and I'm 6 or 4.
Gamma 205, contact the Ryanair 125.85, bye.
585.
See, what I could do is I could just zoom the camera back like that, just leave it like that and sit in the van like Vision Thing says and just talk to you from there with the wireless microphone. Be grand. Just pretend the zoom is broken again and goes, oh no, just leave it like this. Dubjet live and moist. Yeah, I'm not gonna go with that one, don't know why. Stephen White says, my daughter is on the Aer Lingus to JFK EI105 Rebecca for 6 months of university. If you give her a mention. There you go, Stephen. Unfortunately, I can't really show you that side when the rain is this heavy. Otherwise, we'd try get it for you. Okay, Breeze. Logan Air from Aberdeen next. Breeze just decided to lift the umbrella.
November 4 Foxtrot Alter.
Ryanair next from Rocklaw. Go on, tell me what it is. Rizzo, Rocklaw and chicken are the ones I always struggle with, among other things. So you have to bear with me now, the umbrella's doing a lot of moving currently. Having to hold this and the camera.
November 3 tonight, November.
November 3 right on November, Ryanair 2652.
Vida V. There. Samuel, morning to you.
Dublin car, morning Shamrock 1 Kilo, South
Shamrock 1 Lima Kilo, wind 150, wind 10 knots, 15 07, runway 10 altitude to land.
Clear to land, Shamrock 1 Lima Kilo.
So Wroclaw. There you go. XLR inbound next from Heathrow. Alan Lee, morning from the northeast of England. Welcome back, Alan. Thank you, Graham. I promise I'll not remember. Visibility dropping dramatically, as you can tell with the rain.
Good morning, Ryanair 813, 4756.
Ryanair 813, hello, continue approach with 150 degrees, 12 knots.
On the approach.
Up to 12 knots. That's why my umbrella's doing the little hokey pokey. Let's get one of those big fishing ones. Use tent pegs to tie it down, maybe that might work, wouldn't it? Yeah, Stephen, unfortunately, the rain is coming from that direction, so I can't.
Speed up, right turn, November 3.
You will hear it though, because the breeze is carrying the noise this direction.
Ryanair 813, wind 110. A firm, expedite please.
There's the power up in the background from the 330. Brief glimpse, Stephen. Sorry. Airplane dances. Congrats and thank you for 11 months in the Spotters Cup. And thank you for gifting 5 memberships as well. Much appreciated. Airplane dances is Katie. Thank you very much, Katie. Roman, welcome. Brian, chat soon. Apparently there's an A330 in there somewhere. Brian, thank you very much. Brian, after giving 5 memberships as well. Much appreciated, Brian. Citation latitude in from London next. EQH. I Just wish to confirm it is raining. This little guy is buried in the cloud there.
Runway 10 left, just now, the time is headed.
Enter 10 left, otherwise the case left.
Number 4 available.
Liam, thank you very much. Liam, after gifted 20 memberships. Whoa. What's moving? I don't know.
Flight 156 November, contact ground 125, decimal 885.
125, 865, flight 156 November.
Our next arrival will be a Ryanair from Hamburg. Has just turned on to final, but it's going to be obviously a quick minute or two before we're going to be able to see it behind that Manchester. Stephen's daughter currently over Drogheda on EI 105 now. So looking at radar, this cell might be over us in the next 10-15 minutes, I hope. There does appear to be a clearance behind that farmer. What do you reckon? No, it is, yeah. But look, I'm dry, so I don't mind. The only hassle I'm having now is that the umbrella, which is just up here, is moving around a lot more now in the wind. Farmer reckons it's going to stop eventually. Somewhere.
Good morning,
Mining 600 Victor, continue approach with 150 with 11 knots, max 1607. aviation. Ryanair 91 Quebec off, vacate November 3, turn left November Kilo.
November 3.
Car spotter, welcome back. Native Penguin says, I love going plane spotting, especially at lunchtime when you could eat a picnic at a picnic table and watch. Don't think you'd be doing that today.
Wind 160 knots, runway 10 left, clear to land.
We're on our way to the 10 left line, I think now we've got
Ryanair 91 Quebec Golf, contact ground 125.885.
5 minutes 5, I don't know,
Graham says, sorry to put a dampener in it, Paul. It doesn't look great over the Dublin mountains currently. He doesn't mind. Wonder if I got one of those wearable umbrella holders. You know, like the people they wear when they're going hiking. Would that do the job? You could even see that Ryanair moving with the crosswind there that time. It's obviously I'm getting some form of a gust front or something along the side of me here. Peter, this is 10 left arrivals, 10 right for departures. It's either rain or I'm frying rashers. Ah, yes.
Flight 6 Tango Victor, contact ground 125.885.
After 5885 and after now we start over tickets.
So we have on approach, well, over Navan currently, Ryanair from Palanga, Ryanair from Katowice, see I remember that one, Aer Lingus from Munich, Ryanair from means nothing to me, Pegasus from Istanbul, Aer Lingus from Frankfurt, Ryanair from Birmingham, Vueling from Orly, Bruno, how do? The sizzling is making people hungry. It's not sizzling, it's the rain. Oh. I can't wait for the summer. At least then the rain is warm. Graham, Audrey had me well trained on that one because that was one of the ones I was getting wrong very, very early days. Little burp. So, Gatto Vitza or Vitza. Roll on the summer, yeah. But at least then the rain is warm. Today is supposed to be Blue Monday. That's technically one of the most depressing days of the year. Whoa, hang on, set of runaway steps. Come back. They'd be handy for spotting, wouldn't they? Wonder could you tow one of them with a van?
Alright, Charlie, today, Crosswind is 150 degrees at 12 knots.
When I get home, the whole family be huddled around the candle. Yeah, Graham, not to start a controversial topic, but there's already a noticeable difference in the evenings, I think, personally. Imagine how soul destroying it must be having to drive those yokes the whole way around the perimeter fence at a grand speed of like 5 kilometers per hour. Start your shift at 7 in the morning and you should get it around the other side by the time you're finished in the evening. buy one and paint it in the Dubjet colours. I did say a grand stretch. What did I say? I'm guessing that's one of the 767s outbound. I can't turn around to it, unfortunately. Native Penguin. Why is there so much Ryanair? Well, for 2025, they were the 5th busiest airline in the world for passenger numbers. Ryanair carried over 205 million passengers last year. Obviously, Dublin being one of their main bases. Ringmaster says, I once drove a forklift the whole way around the perimeter road. That was a week's work.
Good afternoon, Ryanair 493 X-ray. You're number 2, runway 10 left. Continue. Surface wind is 140 degrees at 12 knots. Ryanair 493 X-ray.
Have to watch that back. The back end of that was very close to the ground, I thought.
Ryanair Charlie, vacate November 3, then continue right turn on taxiway November.
Number 3 and a right on November, Ryanair 8, stop.
Ryanair Charlie, when vacated, contact ground on 125, then 885. Bye-bye.
Like 115, it is there, Ryanair 8, Charlie, thank you, bye.
Ryanair 493 X-ray, surface wind is 150 degrees 11 knots, 10 left, turn around. And 1 left, Ryanair 493 X-ray.
So, quick succession now. 5 or 6 arrivals. Ryanair, Aer Lingus, Ryanair, Pegasus and Aer Lingus. We just need the umbrella to stop moving. Be great.
Calculate number 3 Golf Mike, number 2, runway 10 left. Continue, the surface wind is 150 degrees at 12.
This is from Katowice. See what I've done there, Graham? I learned the thing again. Oh, umbrella, come on. Sorry, I couldn't get to the zoom. I'm holding the umbrella to stop it taking off. So, as well as side to side movement now on our umbrella, we also have up and down movement. It's shook itself loose.
X-ray, when vacated, contact ground north 125, that's 885, bye. November
Apparently I might be getting blue skies.
Alright, well, they remind you there, you're number 2, runway 10 left, wind is 150.
That's a first. For Dubrella bent.
Number 3 Golf Mike, from November 4 right onto November, and you can enter runway 16 full throttle with 4. Roger, so right November 4, right November, enter 16 full throttle with 4, so 3 Golf.
So Graham is promising there's an end in sight to this rain. You'll be held personally responsible, Graham. Well, we'll see what you mean. Might stop in about 5-10 minutes. Ryanair from Vienna. Sarah Jane, very much the same. I don't use one other than for this. Never have. Pegasus next to land from Istanbul. Farmer, I imagine that they looked at your forecast in history and said you're too accurate for them. Because to be fair, it's not often you're wrong on weather fronts. Being a bus driver obviously stands to you when it comes to predicting inclement weather.
Ticket out, channel 6, whiskey number 2, runway 10 left. New surface is 150 degrees, 1 knots.